Hello, I am Tierra Reed, the owner of Inspire, Engage, and Educate. And first of all, happy pre New Year. This is the last Thursday. Yay! This is the last Thursday in 2021. And I know you could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with us. And I'm excited because I'm here dolled up with my two faves that not only are my Alabama State alumni friends as well as my gold friends. And it's going to be so much fun tonight. We're going to give you a brief synopsis of what's been going on with us and also to tell you about our little pact that we made this time last year. So without further ado, welcome tonight. And I'm asking all of you guys while the show is going on, we want to hear from you. We want you to ask your questions, your comments, and I want you to know that this is our Go Friends Vibe Only Vision Board Party Conversation. So we're going to be talking about our vision board experiences and what were we able to manifest since that last public vision board party in 2020. So without further ado, I want to introduce to you all. You may have seen Shelton a million times on my show, but Shelton he's my brother, okay? He is someone that I love so much. Not only are we connected by Alabama State, but also the love for children and loving to see them grow. Shelton is a fellow educator. He is here. He's going to be talking with you tonight, as well as our mutual goal friend, Demetra, and I call her D. And without D, actually, Shelton would have never come. So I'm like super excited for her to even share. How did you get him to come? And what did you guys think? And how, this whole situation, I'm super excited I was able to share with you guys. And this is just a friendship that will never end because we are bonded in our goals, right? So without further ado, ladies first, we're going to hear from Demetra. And just let us know, what have you been up to? I'm going to mute myself.
And then, well, hello everyone. I am Demetria. As you see here, She Dot and your real estate BFF. So, since 2020, I've just really been being intentional about everything that I want to do and accomplish for myself. The things that I want to instill in my children, the people that are around me. I'm just looking for more of an elevated growth pattern in all aspects of my life. So that means sometimes we have to weed out things and cut things off so we can grow in the way and manifest in the way that we're supposed to. So since then, from that moment where we were there, you see, I have a little bit more hair. I didn't have any hair then. Not that that was a manifestation or a goal of mine. That's easy. But things have changed, and as things change, you evolve and you grow and you lean into that growth. So that's pretty much where I've been. I didn't have anything really specific as 1, 2, 3 goals. Most of my things have been for personal development and growth. And from that, everything around me shall take off in that manner as well.
Thank you so much, Dee. When I'm thinking about 2020, this is a follow-up question for you. That night that we all were together in our Black-owned business, Nancy's Pizza, and we made a pact. We all decided to basically share what it was that we specifically, not only where we saw ourselves by the end of the year. And I know with you talking about your real estate, that was one of the things that you were saying you were going to put your energy behind and your children and all those things. Tell us a little bit about that. Because if you're a realtor and you're in Atlanta, listen, we need to get in contact with you. We need to know, right?
Well, with that, I have started teaching other agents as well. So I'm keeping all of the ones that are helping other agents, people become homeowners and sell their homes. I'm helping them keep their credentials and their certifications up to date by teaching them CE classes. I also acquired a permanent position with another brokerage company where I teach all of their agents. So I was full-time helping them establish their real estate school. So everything has just been blossoming in all of those facets and areas. And having a formal education background, which is how we all met anyway, in the College of Education at the Alabama State University. So there I meshed all of my training, my skills, my passions, and now here I am being able to educate, inspire, instruct, lead, guide, what may have you, adults who are also trying to get their careers and reach their goals and things of that nature beyond real estate off the ground. Oh, and to answer your question, how did I get Sheldon to come to the Vision Board party? He just so happened to be in town for another event of, what was it, networking. Ron Clark, he was at the Ron Clark Academy and they were doing a teaching seminar. So he was there and he just so happened to be in town at the same time. So we knew that we wanted to see each other and spend time with each other and catch up. And you were having the event. So I said, why don't we go ahead and go to the event? We can eat, we can catch up, we can mix, mingle, whatever, and kill two birds with one stone. So that's how I ended up getting him to come.
Oh my goodness. When I just think about the divine, right? Because I'm always an advocate of things are in divine order. Everything happens for a reason. So just thinking that not only is he there to grow as an educator, but he also grew knowing that what he already had inside of him was enough and he needed to share. So we're going to move on to Sheldon. And please let us know, what have you been up to since 2020?
Well, hello, my gold friends. It's so good to see you all again. I swear, 20 years, and when we go 10 days without talking to each other, we catch up right where we left off. It's like no time is missed. You guys look great. You guys look great. I have been working on my vision. When Dee invited me to the party, we do vision boards in my household all the time. And I was like, okay, this would be cool. I need to get a head start on what I really want to do. And at the time, I was like a school leader. I was a principal at a primary education school, and I loved it. And I was a principal for 12 years. And I just felt like I was leaving something on the table, right? Not in the realm of being a school principal because I've done that. I've got test scores up. I've built relationships with kids. I've seen them go on. Like my first class as a principal is now college graduates, right? So I feel blessed that I got the chance to see one of my students graduate and go to grad school. But I feel like I've been there, done that, right? And so when I say I was leaving something on the table, what I specifically wrote in our vision board is that I wanted to do something in the creative realm. So I've had these stories that have been bubbling up inside of me for as long as I can remember. Like I'll sit still, like if I'm on a long drive somewhere, or if I'm just, even like if I'm taking a long walk, and I'll replay these entire little children's stories in my head, or these funny little events that happen at school, and I'll play it all the way out into like a story. And I was like, man, it wouldn't it be great if I could turn it into like a book or a movie or a script? And I was like, why don't you, right? And so with the pandemic shutdown and everything, I got an opportunity to be a virtual trainer, which is something that I manifested. I started writing that 55 times a day that I wanted to be a writer, a consultant, and a professor. I kept writing. I want to be a writer, a consultant, and a professor. And so recently, because of like even on the goal friends, we did specific timeline check-ins. Like in 4 months, this is where I should be. In 8 months, this is where I should be. In 12 months, this is where I should be. And so we had these benchmarks, which kept me on my toes. And so because of the vision board, vision board party, I was able to accomplish two of the three of the goals. So I am a consultant. I work with two agencies that do work around equity education training and trauma informed practices around schools. So I still get to work with schools and school leaders. So I still get to use my classical training from the Alabama State University as an educator. And also, I've written three children's books, which I'm so happy because it's given me the opportunity to broadcast all the fun things that I like to do. So I have Everybody Came Daddy Chuck's Funeral, Mr. Wish, and the ABCs of Anti-Racism. And then something that came up as a happenstance, I wasn't even trying. I developed a T-shirt line called "Where You From." So if you know, you know. Okay, 915 South Jackson Street. And I was able to put all this into work this year because of the vision board. I accomplished everything I wanted to do and even had time left over to do one more thing. So I'm really excited about this opportunity.
Oh my goodness. As you speak, I'm just thinking about all of that bubbled up inside of you, right? And sometimes we're just looking and we're just waiting for permission, right? You already knew you had it in you. And a lot of times, my girlfriends that are out there, or even if you may have an idea or you know that your purpose, you're still there trying to find your purpose. Listen, you have to pursue it. Don't allow a job, an occupation. I need you all to now start to think about your job as an investor to whatever it is that you deem your purpose is for you. I'm being very honest because when I think about Sheldon and he was talking about he was going through transition from actually moving on from that position as the principal, I knew that, wow, sometimes you get uncomfortable because it's time for you to leave and allow faith to be your parachute. So just thinking about all of this, I have all 3 books, I sure do. And I also advocate for Sheldon's literacy in schools that I work with, because especially with Black History Month coming up, if you know that there is a classroom that would benefit from having Dr. McAfee read his book, please hit us up, as well as having it in your classroom, as you know, for in your library, your classroom library, because we need things like that, especially from our African American authors. And the subject matter that he's discussing and he's talking about is great for all children, not only little brown, Black girls and boys. So definitely let us know a little bit more about that. And then Dee, we'll let you speak your piece, and we're going to the after party after this.
Yeah, well, I would love to read to students. I do a virtual show with my cousins called Dr. Max Literacy Lab. It's for little first graders, and they are hilarious. It's everything you would imagine a first grader would say or do. But I love to read to classrooms. I read to them virtually all the time, and I'm currently publishing. So my last book, which is a volume of a comic book, is called Shango, American Hero, and it's about these 4 African American I'm sorry, these 4 West African demigods who are reincarnated and recently freed slaves. And it tells children about the Civil War, but through a fictitious story, a historical fiction where they get to see superheroes in the Civil War. So, but you get to meet real life Civil War heroes through the story, like Harriet Tubman, Robert Smalls, Lewis Meacham, and Frederick Douglass, people who were on the front lines advocating for the abolishment of slavery and the independence of Black people. And T, I just want to thank you so much for having that party, because, and D, thank you for inviting me, because I would have sat on this and not have made it and not have done anything, because like I said, for 12 years I was a principal, and these stories were just bubbling up inside of me. Like they wouldn't leave my memory. They would always come back. I'd sit still quiet and I'd laugh at the stories because they would come back to me. So I'm glad I was able to attend your vision board party. And if you get the chance, click the link, buy a ticket, go. It will inspire you. You will be engaged, and you want to create something, because it also gave me a taste of what generational wealth could look like. Creating a product, a service that is uniquely yours, that other people want, and you can make yourself available to them that way. So I thank you so much for having me. Dee, thank you for inviting me. I thank Mother Dear for giving us the opportunity. I can't hear you. What you say?
And bringing us all together. That's where this started. Like, that's why you have to nourish and nurture your relationships in all aspects of life. While people come into your life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. And sometimes you can have more than one season, like, it's because we met in this season don't mean that we might not have another season with each other. So with that, in my take on the vision board party, this is not like your typical, let's just come together, pop a few bottles of champagne, put some pictures on the board, and call it the vision board party. That's not what this is. This is truly you being intentional about what your goals are and how you see your life and where that path leads you. And with that, that means that you canceling out the noise. You are focusing on that goal. So when they say write the vision, make it plain, you have to put it down in order for you to be able to see yourself through to the path. Now, there are going to be obstacles along the way, yes, but you have to push through those. That's where the gifts are. That's where the good stuff is. That's where the pot of gold is. So because of this and because of this vision board party, it helps you to really focus on those things and realize that you don't have to try to eat the whole buffet at one setting. You can take yourself one step at a time. And as you look back and reflect on these days and these moments and you read those letters to yourself, that is your proof in your pudding that you are really moving in that direction and you're on your true divine path. So thank you, T, for this this vision. I call you the visionary. Thank you for putting it together, and thank you for us verbalizing and being intentional about what it is that we want to do for ourselves and our legacy.
Wow, D, you put that so eloquent, right? So and both of you guys know I'm just like a ball of emotions today. A lot of times things happen to you on your personal end and even your professional end. But of course, the goal, and my Lord knows my goal, my purpose in life is to inspire others. And the reason why is because it brings me joy. So I know it's my purpose, right? So if you have a moral compass, you have, that is what we're all blessed with. And if something is fueling your soul to help someone else, you may need to tap into that. And that is truly like everything that you guys are saying. I love to see you win. I do. So I'm telling you guys, if you think that this may or may not be the vision board party for you, again, you see the ticker going by, you click onto the website, and it's a vibe check, right? You got 4 questions, because this isn't about quantity, it's about quality. Listen, your money is no good here if you don't have that mindset that you need to be great, meaning that you see what you did in 2021, but you can do excellent, right? So that's what we're focused on. And if you look at it as it's not something that you want to invest in, it's fine. Please share it with someone else that you know it's a perfect fit for. Because I'll be very honest with you, being an entrepreneur and all the different products and services that I provide, the Gold Friends Vibe Only Vision Board Party, it's a passion project. It is not to bring in a whole bunch of money. It's for me to basically not only give back what I've learned, but to actually implement a seed. And the harvest is right, as you can see. So, don't believe me. Just watch them. Okay. All right. So listen, guys, I love you all. I need you to join us. Join us on my Instagram. We're going to be talking a little bit longer. Sheldon has another engagement because, of course, people want to talk to our author. And I'm telling you guys, we have Black History Month coming up. And just for the new year, make sure we have our children. Our children have to have his books. They have to see. If you can see it, you can be it. I know it sounds cliche, right? But I can't envision something for you that you don't see, right? So you have to see it. All right, guys, that's it for tonight. We love you. I'm not great by mistake. Please, please, please join us for the after show on Instagram. Bye.